All right. Now I have completely smoked out this room to where you can't see nothing unless you get super close. Let's do a test on this air purifier. It doesn't look pretty yet, but it should function. Well, it will function. As all the functioning parts are ready to rock and roll, it just needs to look pretty. So let's turn it on and see how long this takes to clear this room. The beast is alive. Now it'll be a little bit noisier as it needs a bit of weight. The crystals will weight and it sounds a little bit louder because it's so empty and light and a thin layer. But once the stains are on it, it should be much more quieter and just sound like a fan. That sound. So let's just sit here for a minute and see how long it takes to clear off where I'm standing right here at the door. As it starts from the back. As this is test 2. I already did one other test. So now I'm going test 2 and for the post. Help me, machine, help me. I'm dying here. Lucky I've coughed for a bit so I got one out. Oh, we can start to see the machine a little bit. I see you. Help me. I'm dying. It starts from the bottom too. You'll start to see the bottom clear up as smoke rises. And it's blowing from the top and it's sort of circling around and grabbing it from the middle there. Now when I was a kid, I seen an ad where they had this in a glass little room. I'd say it was a bit smaller than a quarter of this size. About like a shower type of size, roughly. Probably a little bit bigger. With the same size machine, they're roughly 50 centimetres tall. And it filtered it within a few minutes. Mostly clear, and then it takes a few more minutes to totally get it 100% clear. There's no bad smell or anything. See if I can find an ad, bang her up on my list, playlist with this. Can't promise you that, but I'll have a look. Starting to see a bit more. Now, naturally, this would take ages to clear. I'll even do another quick one of just the fog and how long it can sit for. For the people that go, oh, it's clearing up sort of naturally. Okay, no worries. Clear the mist before the monsters get here. I heard a noise earlier. What's that? It was the air purifier muncher. Now, of course, I do have a fan here. It's switched off. It's the fan light. It's just this one. It's not clearing up from the fan at all. So it's like clearing from there. All coming through the machine. first test, it was roughly 2 minutes. So what we get here. When it was, I would say, over 90% clear, there's just a little fog that you wouldn't notice and a smell. And I remember the ad there, they'll talk about it takes, you go twice as long before it's totally clear. But pretty much clear enough where you can get in there and you won't be, it's safe enough kind of thing. You shouldn't be coughing too much and carrying on. Hit the 5-minute mark. Got myself a little growl tonight. About to have something to eat. Thought I'd do a little test here. Before I decorate it soon. Just waiting on some heat glue. Nothing else to look at, so we'll just cruise from the fan switch to here. And I'm not trying to sneak it on. You would hear pretty much a click. And there's no other fan except this one. In fact, I'll even turn the fan on for you for a second. And you should hear the difference. That one is on. Once this has cleared, when I go clear, you'll say this is pretty much clear. Right, the back is clear. Alright, so if you're here, you're pretty much clear. So about roughly here, I can start to see the fog fading into it. So it sucks it in. Sucking it in. So I didn't have to use smoke, as I was lucky enough to have this smoke machine. So I used to do a bit of dancing out in the shed a couple of years back, and I've got some lights out there and all that. Got the smoke machine back there. So I thought I'll pull that out, I can use that for a demonstration. And I got one more fill, I still had one more fill in it. About $20 for 500 mils. Back then, it would have been 5 years ago or something, since I last bought it, because you don't have to fill them up that much. And so we're probably looking at no more than $30, 30 odd bucks maybe for one, depends on where you buy it. For a 500 mixture, you fill it up and a few fills, I think it holds roughly 200 mils or something. No, I think it's a litre, sorry. A litre of it. Or 800, something like that. The container's sort of pretty big. You get a few kilos of this. Alright, we've hit 9 minutes. Roughly, since I've been on. Go to 10. And then I'll give you a look around. This one here has just got just a cut a little extra smoke than your first test. I went 3, 4, and then on this one, I decided I thought I'd just do a little extra, and I went out and ducked back in. So it's either this roughly the same, or if not more, I reckon, but not too much more. So test should be the same. There you go. So see how clear it is now? Now it's got a light, very light haze right sort of here. So when you turn around, you've got this. Oh, it's totally clear. Like, oh, if you wake up like this, you're like, oh yeah, nothing here. You can't smell, has a light smell, the extinguisher, can't smell. But when I get closer to it, it's got a little bubble here of it. After 10 minutes, it's currently going through some renovations at the moment. That's what it's doing. You see it blaze out. It blaze out, sucks in here. You feel a very light suck here, and a heavy blow here. But if you go that another 10 minutes, that would be totally clear. So we'll see in the next few more minutes how much it'll change. It'll take a while. You can see, you can just see a light haze is coming down. You can't see the light properly in this camera. Clean up the last little bit. Like if someone just recently got out of a shower and they didn't turn the fan on, kind of thing, and it's a light one, it's a quick shower. Or someone lit up something here and it smoked just for a minute. And that smoked out the room, just a light, quick haze of a candle kind of smoke kind of thing. But it's pretty much clearing up. Just still see a light smoke travelling between the light and the system. It doesn't show any because it gets too bright. Yes, I've had a water spill in here. Water leak. As you can see, wood needs to be replaced. Cleaned up a little bit more when it comes to the bad things. Health is first. Yeah, we're checking out the air. The air nice and clear. Wish you well luck. Comes to health, there's many different areas. And the more you can make better areas better, the better, more health you'll have. The people in China and all that, they definitely need one of these type of things in their places when they have the big pollution times. And here in Australia, we're coming up to bushfire season. And around here, if it happens, it won't happen for a few years, but when it happens, it gets quite smoky and choky here. And the last thing I need, I mean, you've already got a bit of bad health. This last thing, like you just healed, is to arc it back up. But that's pretty much it. It's like, we'd call this like 95% easy, cleared up. Within 45 seconds roughly in, so 20 seconds, within 14 minutes. We'll just track it to a 15-minute mark and then I'll stop it there. So it's roughly like 40 seconds, 40 something seconds. I don't know when I looked at it. It's a bit longer, that's 15 minutes. you'd have people who can come in and do their thing now and not choke and be under the safety limit. And then if you wanted to double that, it should be pretty much even better than that. You know what I mean? As it recycles air, and purifies it better and better. In half an hour now, you should be laughing and no smoke should ever get in. If you can purify a room this quick, it's more than efficient. Anyway, sound of this fan. Yeah. So you can hear it when you turn this one. That's the sound. That was on too. But we don't need that. That's just for the people who are skeptics. You know what I mean? I'm a bit of a skeptic myself, so I know what skeptics could whinge about. So anyway, have a good one everybody, and see you later. It's Milk Machine Test. Yeah. Homemade air purifier. Now usually, and I've talked about it before when it comes to products, that it can cost more in certain areas, depending on how many bits you're going to get and what bits you get in, that it can cost more to make things than the manufacturer, and usually it is. But in this case, I've managed to pull off something that's just as powerful, if not more powerful. It has the 4 filters, and these are out of 2 different filter type of machines. They usually only take 2. We've got 4 on this one. Got the touch button screen like they usually do, and I even got the UV light too inside that. It's not just a fancy blue light, it's a UV globe, and it kills bugs as it comes in. That UV kills it, as well as having certain bug capture protection in these things. What do they call it? HEPA. Like it is, you know, that medical mask and a filter on the other side. And then we just have a little pop-up lid, and that's how they roll. And all I've still got to do now, so what I've done at the moment is just got a little bit of tape around there to seal and to keep the filter from not falling back. They're tight and jammed in there pretty good, as you can see. I've got it all nice here. And then the globe in the middle. And I just got to make the frame to put the frame in, which I'll actually be doing pretty soon now, in the next day or so on this project. Put the frame in and then decorate. That's it. And that'll lock it, just a little square type of frame to keep the filters to stay still, and they'll push up against the edge. They'll push it up so there's no gap along here. And so I'll just put a little bit of stones along here and maybe just a tad silicone along the other side if there's a little bit of gap. After I've done it, there's just a slight gap right between. It's a loose plastic. But other than that, you function. It will all function properly just like that. You wouldn't have to do any more. Have a good one and see you later.